We've discussed a few times, of course, that AMD's next-gen Vega GPUs are reportedly set to reveal to the public for the very first time at CES 2017 in January. Now, this information comes to multiple sources thanks to video cards. However, we don't know if it's regional, how many people are there, but we do know that the event is not public, and nothing's leaked from the event so far, and we can safely assume that all the attendees have had to sign multiple NDAs. However, we can probably expect details from this event to come out in the weeks heading up towards CES in 2017. AMD are most likely showing off the Vega graphics processors to the media, and there's probably going to be a Zen public presentation, probably a briefing as well. So we can kind of expect to see solid information about Vega and potentially Zen come out in the weeks heading up to 2017, but of course we're going to be getting the full public reveal in January. Now, this shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, as you may have seen the reports back in October that AMD had a Vega event planned for December. So this lines up with everything we've been hearing previously. So what they're going to be talking about, well, obviously I don't know, I'm not there unfortunately, but let's kind of revisit what we have heard about Vega, because we have discussed pretty much all of the rumours about Vega and some of the things that have kind of been debunked about it as well. And it's reportedly going to deliver more than double the graphics horsepower of the 480, double the memory, and double memory bandwidth. It's also the first ever graphics card product to actually feature HBM2, which by itself means that Vega is going to be pretty damn impressive and probably quite expensive to match, as it's going to be high-end 4K, VR, and professional high-performance markets that they're targeting. What about the specs, though, I hear you ask? Well, the specs for the upcoming flagship Radeon graphics card and Fury X successor based on Vega 10 have been leaked on various things, including the leading engineer's LinkedIn page. And again, these are leaks, not confirmed. We should be hearing in January the actual specs, maybe even before then. But with that in mind, it's supposed to have 4096 next generation V9 cores and 12 teraflops of compute performance, which of course puts it pretty ahead of the 11 T-flops of the GTX Titan X. Now it's going to have 16 gigs of HBM2 and up to 1 terabyte of memory bandwidth, which is pretty crazy. However, Vega 11 is the smaller of the two, but it's still pretty beefy, as it has 7 to 8 T-flops of compute and 8 gigs of HBM2, and it's designed to have the highest possible performance and a more limited thermal and power envelope. This could actually be used for high-end gaming and notebooks. So that's a bit of a revisit of everything that we've kind of had rumoured over the last few months. Of course, AMD haven't been shy about teasing Vega. They announced it earlier this year during the Capsaicin press event, and pretty much ever since then we've heard things come through the grapevine about the specs and various little tidbits about the new graphics cards that should be coming next year. To be honest, I was thinking of upgrading my graphics card, as it's getting a bit old, it's aging a little bit, and Paul rightly pointed out, you might as well wait and at least see how much Vega is and what the specs of Vega are, as, you know, would you spend that money on a 1070 or whatever, or would you maybe get Vega, assuming it's not terribly expensive, and it might very well be. So it's going to be interesting times, I feel like, in January, and of course we may even get a full leak of the specs in the run-up to that, but I'll be surprised if they're revealing everything about the card tonight. It's probably just like, hey, here's some confirmed stuff, and then the full reveal in January, but of course I could be completely wrong. So, we'll have to see whether or not the secrets will be let loose in the time between now and CES 2017. Probably, but nothing's leaked from the event so far, so we'll have to see. Regardless, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.